Hi, welcome to another Power Blast podcast. Holding a really cool binder. Well, I actually got a binder in the mail this past week. Just a neat thing. This probably just keeps building on things. It's just awesome. Back in 2004, I was one of the first customers to get one of these. Let's see if you can see this here. I got this P90X binder, signed by Tony Horton. Actually, I'm going to open it for you. I think I did this on podcasts many years ago, but P90X used to come in this little binder thing with all the moves and all the workouts and all the tabs and stuff like that, how to do the moves, etc. Since then, the program has really evolved, and well, the program necessarily hasn't, but the materials have. The program has pretty much stayed the same. I'm going to come back here. So it's one of the things that I don't, it's one of my little trophies that I'm so proud of, because it's amazing what this program has done. The day that I got this program, and there's dust on it, that I got this workout program, I had no idea, other than I was scared, how much it was going to impact my life in so many ways. Putting together that pull-up bar and putting together, getting the resistance bands out, and hoping that I might be able to get some dumbbells sometime soon, and all of the amazing, incredible moves that were so many steps up from Power 90. The soreness, the recovery drink, all those things, but it's still the fondness. And just kind of lets you know, I mean, you maybe have seen my video on YouTube of my P90X success. Yes, I bought this on VHS tape. That's all I had at the time. So I took advantage of that. I don't even think those are offered anymore. Who owns a VHS player, right? You can imagine how pleased I was when I got this new binder this week in the mail. I'm going to pick this binder up, and I don't know if you can read it there. I'm going to try and keep it in the light here. P90X certification. I was talking with Carl Deichler for a little bit back in October when I was at a Beachbody event, and I was like, this is so cool. You guys are going to offer, P90X certification. And he basically just said, it's been a long time coming. So look at how this has all evolved. I mean, I know that just not only the workouts and just, how so many thousands and thousands of people use this workout, this program, but to actually be able to help that many more people through being certified to train. Now, of course, this may lead to, for people who are already personal trainers out there, I think that this is just a no-brainer of a notch to add to your tool belt. I've talked to several trainers, several people at gyms, and clients come in all the time and talk about P90X. And so being P90X certified totally makes sense. For me, this may be the next bench to deciding to go and get a personal trainer certification. I've dabbled with it in my brain before, just haven't put it on the big high priority list. But I'm excited to see where this will take me. So back to the binder thing. I just thought it was really funny that P90X came in a binder, and now the certification how many years later is that? 8 years later comes in a binder. Wasn't signed by Tony Horton, darn it. So maybe I'll have to get out there. But what ends up happening is there's qualification. You do have to pay for the qualification. You get the binder, etc. And then you go to a 2-day certification weekend. And I haven't done that yet, so I can't, I'll share that on a future podcast, the experience. but I'm assuming they're going to go through a lot of these details to help you get certified. Now, some of the cool things that this binder goes through. First of all, it starts off with a qualification. You know, it kind of gives you some general background and some things about P90X. One of the cool things I thought was really neat was I knew a lot of this stuff already because I'd already experienced it, right? But it goes through the history of P90X, what P90X is, the exercises, the science behind it, the kinetic chain, nutrition, supplements, motivation, etc. Things that you know, kind of staying injury free. I'm reading from the list here. I was blasting through this, you know, some of the questions I was answering, and I was like, I know this, I know this, I know this, and oh, I didn't know that, you know, okay, well, that just might be, or maybe I'd forgotten that. There's a section here on the science and the kinetic chain where you got to learn the muscle groups and the bones. I always, you know, it's like this muscle here, this is the one that's sore. These are the quads, these are the hamstrings. You know, not to know all the individual ones, but and you don't have to know every single one. But there's some neat relearning here, going back through these, and I just have to kind of brush up a little bit on my science, but I'm sure this is going to be a blast, and to learn P90X from the trainers, etc. And to find out with the certification weekend, you know, what's going to happen. But one of the things that I found very refreshing, you know, since P90X, I've gone through and done some of these workouts and done hybrids and gone on to other workout programs. Like right now I'm doing P90X2, etc. You know, Les Mills Pump coming up. But it was very refreshing to go back and dig into how P90X was created and the foundation, and you know, some of the things that I'd kind of gotten away from that maybe have kept me at certain plateaus, or that I can go back and revisit. So it was kind of a neat little personal learning there too. So I'm very, very excited with P90X certification. If you go to, I believe it's www.p90xcertification.com, you can get all the details, especially if you're a personal trainer or a Beachbody coach. This totally makes sense to get on that list to be notified when that shows, when those new dates are being offered. Right now it's invitation only. You know, there's certain criteria and qualifications to get invited, but make sure you just set yourself up for success to get on that list if that's something that's really important to you. I know there's a lot of you out there that have done P90X over and over and over again, and this may be the next step. Two amazing, life-changing binders here. Gotta love the binder system, from the very first P90X program to becoming P90X certified. So anyway, very, very excited. That's all I have for this week. Remember, never too late. Never too late. We'll see you next week.